What's up with y'all? How y'all doing, man? We're back with another episode. I'm not starting over, nigga. Guess what? Hey, look though, this should be a good one. This should be a good one for y'all today, man. He started off as a rival. We hated each other. Oh, did we hate each other, man? But now he's one of my best friends. Former East Forsyth wide receiver and Clark Atlanta receiver, Jarel Henry. What's
Hello.
up, man?
I don't get no cheers. You ain't got the sound effects going and
Hey,
nothing.
look, hold
bro.
on. I got you. Hold
You
on,
were
hold on.
supposed to have that job clap it. There we go.
You heard it. Hey, you heard it.
Hey, there we go.
Okay.
There we go. That's what you.
Hold on. You want
Nah.
the
That's enough. That's enough.
All right.
How you doing today, Jordan?
Hey, man. We gonna try to be civilized in here today.
I'm gonna keep it a little ignorant, just for the people. We gonna be a little ignorant.
Man. All right, man. We here to talk some football. Man, we gonna get into it. Me and Jarel we known each other since we were 7 years old.
Somewhere,
Met each other at the Boys and Girls Club, man, on the south side of Winston.
Yeah.
Man, but let's just get into it, man. How'd you really get into football? What got you into football?
I feel like some things, I just always loved it. Or like as a kid, that's just what clicked for me. Like I played basketball too, and I did some other shit, but it was like for some reason I just had this natural love for football, and it just lived in me. I didn't have to that. It was just natural for me to play football. Nigga was out there at the Poptown Packers playing flag. But
Hey, that's even crazier though than I think about. Like, bro, we both played flag for the Packers.
Yeah.
Like we didn't really
didn't even know each other existed.
We didn't really cross paths until
the Boys and Girls Club.
Man.
Yeah.
But like, how would you say you started to develop your love for the game of football? Like, because I think when you start looking at not just where we played, but the people that we played and had to compete against, bro. Like, there was you didn't just do this just because you liked the game of football, bro. Like, you really had to love it. Like that. At least that's the way I felt about it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like I said, I guess it just came natural. Like, just with my natural love of football, it was like, no, I'm just a person who just want to be great, and at whatever I choose to focus on, and football was just that thing, and at that time, the only thing in my mind. So it was, I just knew I had to try because it was this thing I love, and I want to show up in every day, and I'm so emotionally tied to, and it's like, I don't know, maybe it's because I didn't really get a lot of results early on. Like, if you were a receiver in early Pop Warner, they not throwing the football. They is not throwing you the football at all.
Nah, you might as well. You doing cardio.
You extra lineman, man. At the Packers, I was for sure a tight end because they not throwing it, and I'm just blocking. That was never interested in me, and I just, I just tried to develop. But I feel like my love for really developing and honing my craft hit another level at East. That's when it's okay, no, we really if I'm really gonna stand out against them guys.
We gonna get into that. We gonna get into that, man. But you talked about
I gotta
playing
get on
for
the field somehow.
some way, somehow. We talked about you getting into, or you playing for the Packers. I never really knew that you played for the Packers. I always knew that you played for the Raiders. When I was talking to Brandon, that's what we talk about. We talk about the times in Kernersville.
Yeah.
So when did you make that transition from the Packers to the Raiders, and what was that kind of like? Because that's you were young, and that's going from one side of Winston-Salem into Kernersville.
Yeah, that was kind of my whole life though. My whole life was centered in Winston. Then even after I moved to Kernersville, my whole outside of class, my whole life was still centered in Winston. Because whether I'm at Greater, which is the church, or I'm going to Forsyth Academy, or like, after school I'm at either Puff Town or the church, and it's like, it's the no, I said Puff Town. I'm at Old Town. Um, that's what it's called. Yeah, but maybe not. But like my pre-K was Beck's Baptist right there. So it's like my life was just centered in Winston for a while, and it was an adjustment. Like I honestly went from the Packers. I wasn't at the Packers long, like only like a year or two. But I went from the Packers to the Bobcats, and I hated the
Oh,
Bobcats.
you went to that other team
Them
in
niggas
Kernersville
sucked.
first.
Them
You went to
niggas
the other team in
sucked.
Kernersville. You went to the other team in Kernersville
Boy,
first.
I
Okay.
hated the Bobcats. I
Okay.
said I need to leave here immediately. And so I finished out that year, and then I went to the Raiders, and that's where I spent out the rest of the Pop Warner. But yeah, like as soon as I hit the Raiders, like I'm playing with Brandon and all of them year one. Like AJ was on a different team, but it's like, yeah, so that's Mighty Might.
Because his dad was coaching, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was one of the coach. He wasn't our head coach. Oh, I just felt heartbreak. Coach Maurice. Yeah, about Coach Maurice.
Yeah.
That's a real man right there. Hey, shout out to Coach Maurice. He definitely cared for me and gave me a lot of guidance growing up. So I definitely appreciate him.
Oh, bro,
But
but we talk about coaches. Like we talk about coaches and having like an impact in our life, bro. I cannot remember the man's name to save my life for some reason, bro. He gave you the nickname T.O., and it wasn't because you could
it was
catch.
that's Coach Maurice.
No, he gave you that nickname?
I think I know you're
No,
talking about, but yeah,
bro.
Coach
It
Maurice gave
was,
me.
I thought, because you remember
I,
Darius
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
and his older
I know
brother, and I
you're talking
forget his
about Darius'
dad's name
dad.
though.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I forget his name.
See, the funny thing
I don't
is,
know
go
why
ahead.
my mind going blank.
I know exactly. The funny thing is, I know him as Mad Dog because my dad is a cute, and they
Oh,
was
okay, they
was.
cute.
So it's
Yeah, yeah.
like that's how I knew him. It was always outside of. But yeah, coaches probably have one of the biggest lifelong impacts of
Oh, most definitely.
like the athletes. Like so many gyms, I just like sit back and think of like AJ dad. He used to love saying, if ifs and ands were pots and pans, this world would be a big old kitchen. And for a long time, it's like, what is you talking about right now?
But now you wait, but now you understand, bro. That's how it be though. Like all these, bro. We talk about it all the time though. Like the stuff that you get from playing the game of football, just playing sports in general, like how this carries over into life, and you don't get it when you a legit out there running around. Like, bro, what is this man even talking
What
about?
is you
bro?
talking about? I don't want to hear this right now.
Don't want to over there, bro.
Don't
Over there
wanna
got you running hills, bro, and he over here trying to give you life lessons, bro.
like,
And
bro.
then don't bend over. Ain't nothing but sweaty balls and dirty draws, bro. Come on, bro. I just want to get off this field and off this hill.
I am dying right now.
I am dying right now.
Hey, shut up talking to me,
then-
please.
But then, bro, it's like as you get older and you grow up, man, you really appreciate it because it's like you just really grow to appreciate what these coaches do for you. But man, we talked about the life lessons that you learned. Man, when you played for the Raiders, you kind of went through something, man, losing your mom, and you came out and played that same day. Like, so how would you say like playing football, like, what has that done for you? Like, how has you losing your mom like helped or affected your relationship with football?
That's actually a really good question. First I'll get into that situation a bit. So, it was in 2013, and basically my mother passed out of nowhere. And like it was like 2, 3 in the morning. Like, evidently ambulance, everything was through the house, but God was on my side because I slept through it all. Everybody else was wide awake, actually like really, really into the situation. But like I said, God had something up. I just slept through all of that. And I ended up getting a call basically to wake up and like put on some clothes, your mom and something happened, your mom in the hospital, whatever. So we ain't really get into specifics, initially at least. And of course, I'm asking all these questions because I was a mama's boy. Like, like this my rock, this my dog. Like, what you mean? And basically on the way there, I'm asking a bunch of questions. I'm not getting no real answers. I'm getting frustrated and upset because I know something going on, but I don't know what's going on. And basically on the way to the hospital in Kernersville, the new one they built, it's kind of like near the Bojangles and stuff. Um, that's when he shared the news that my mom had passed and everything, and we was at the hospital till like 3:30, 4, whatever. And now it's a Saturday morning, so eventually we get back home. I go to sleep, and nobody don't nobody really expect me to go. I don't really expect to go either. Like, but I'm not completely against it. And it just when I woke up, it just weighed heavy on my spirit. Like she would want me to go. And that was like the whole, like she would want me. And I feel like I had a conversation with her in my sleep or whatever, but it was just like when I woke up, it's like I'm going. She would want me to go. So I basically came down with my shoulder pads and everything. And my dad like, you sure you want to do this? I'm like, nah, she would want me to go. And everybody that know her would know that she would want me to go. So basically they ended up voting, taking me to the game. We was playing the Indians. That shitty ass fucking field. That what but but it surprisingly a lot of our community ended up coming out and supporting and like really being there for the family in that moment. And I feel like that was kind of like one of the moments that like got us back to normalcy. Like, of course, it's not expected of no child to play no football game the same day their mother died, but it really. So I remember I was trying to score in that game and everything, and I had a few attempts, and I had like one like real. I had a catch, and I was like breaking out, and I stepped in one of them holes, bro. And they caught me, bro. I was so pissed, bro. I was so pissed, bro.
Hey yo, hey yo. If anybody has played at that Indians field, you know that. Hey yo, Hey,
But I was so pissed, man. I was like, and of course we got blown out. Like it wasn't even a game. We got blown out. But it was this real emotional moment because I was really playing with my heart on my sleeve, and like everybody could, especially at least on our side of the field, everybody knew what was going on. Like so, it was, and so that was kind of the day of, and after that, I don't know. I guess in some ways it was an escape, like not quite because it was always my love, but like when I'm on the field, I ain't had to think about nothing else but the field. Like I don't gotta I don't got to worry what nobody got to say. I don't gotta like I'm just out here on the field, and I get to do my thing like I always do my thing. And in some ways, playing football healed me because I don't know if we've spoken about this actually, but like after she passed, I might feel like a week or so. Like, of course, I'm bawling my eyes out, and I just got to a point where I just refused to cry. I just said I'm done crying, and like I just like shut off that part of my emotions. And don't nobody do this. It's not healthy. Cry as much as you want, but um, it wasn't until like sophomore or junior year when I was pissed because them niggas didn't want to play me, and like just one day I just couldn't take no more, and I just started bawling, and because I'm like, I know I'm good enough. Like why ain't I getting a chance? All of this, and like that's something that opened my emotions back up, and like helped me be able to cry and stuff again. So, granted, it came from the frustrations of football, but it also helped me heal.
But you talk about, you said your sophomore junior year, man. We can start getting into each recite
Here
that.
we go.
Oh, but actually, before we get into
Okay,
high
okay,
school,
okay, okay.
we'll go back to the Raiders, man. The first time we played together, um, that was Pee Wee. Do you remember
Yeah,
who our coach was, bro? Our head coach,
it was
bro. Cause
wasn't it
me
Darius
and
Sapp?
no, bro. Cause me and Brandon were talking about it, and we cannot remember
If it
who.
wasn't, I'm telling you, if it wasn't Baron,
No,
it
bro.
was
Cause we
Coach
had it was
Maurice then. It was
no,
Coach.
it was not, bro. It was not, bro. Cause you remember, I remember Coach John, the short white guy. And
Yeah,
then there was
I
another,
remember.
and then it was, I forget his name because you remember
I know Shane Dad was part of that, wasn't he? He
I
wasn't a
don't
head
think
coach or
I don't
nothing.
think he was
No, no, no.
I don't think he was on
But
that
it
coaching
might have
staff, but
been.
it
I think it's Darius
because
Dad, bro.
no, it wasn't, bro. I'm telling you, it was not, bro. Because this coach, bro, he coached Pee Wee his entire time at the Raiders.
Okay, yeah, I don't
It was
know.
this one white guy that he coached Pee Wee at the Raiders his entire time there. He always had a good team.
I don't
Always
know.
had a good team,
I don't know.
bro. Bro, because I remember whenever I first started playing for the Raiders, when we left Walkertown, and Jamad came with us. Jamad had to play Pee Wee because his
Yeah.
fat ass couldn't make weight. He had to play Pee Wee because his fat ass couldn't make weight, and they went to he was on that team that should have went to Florida, but I don't
Yeah.
remember the name of that. I don't remember who the coach was, but they team was kind of stacked, like not even kind of. They was nice,
Yeah.
but first
Shit,
time we
our
played
Pee-wee team
together.
was nice.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, bro. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Let's go ahead.
You know what? Let's get into it. Like, yeah, this was a while ago, but shit, what we do? We reminiscing because what? But we really should have been one of them, bro. We really should have been one of them teams, bro. I will never forget one of the biggest, craziest games that I played in at a young age was a weeknight game. We was in Pee Wee, so this was like 2011,
Yeah.
2012.
Yeah.
Bro, weeknight, it was a Wednesday night game. We was playing a Packer. I think it was the Packers. Coach Queen.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Deshaun Adams was on that team.
Yeah.
I forgot who all was on that team, but I remember that shit. But bro, we was nice that year. Like, cause that was the year Brandon broke his arm.
But that shit was disgusting. Oh my goodness,
Bro,
that jump was so nasty.
Bro, we kind of went through a lot that year as a team, though, bro. Because Hassani passed away when he got hit by a car that year, bro.
Let's get into that. Our teammate, this, like I said, we like 11, 12. Our teammate got hit by a school bus and died.
No. He got hit by a car getting on the school bus.
A car getting to the school bus and died. And they had the great idea to make all of these preteens be the pallbearers at this man's funeral.
Yes.
Like, what?
Yes. Yeah, no, we did that. Yeah, we did that.
Insane. Insane. Brandon broke his arm. I was the person that told him he broke his arm.
Yeah, you saw that junk. His junk was like that. Like I remember
his skin was like stretching.
It was stretching with it, yeah.
I was like, what the
But no, like you want to let's really talk about it though, because I remember that year it was me, Devin, Geico. We basically, bro, we were running wing T because we had so many running backs, bro.
Them
like
niggas
I was mad, bro.
Damn ball.
Them niggas, we had a little waggle. We had a little waggle built into that jump.
They would throw it to the running backs,
bro.
Man.
It was me.
Oh my goodness.
You had me, Devin, Geico, Jaden Sutton, Nick Childs, and then Hassani, bro, and Zion Boston, bro.
Yeah.
But Hassani was like, he was getting nice. Like, I think he had not played football for a little bit, or like not really known or understood the game. And like, this was the first time he was like playing organized football or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he was kind of getting nice, bro. Like, yeah, I do it, bro.
You make a team full of track stars, but they not gonna give you the ball, bro. If you play receiver through Pop Warner, hey, I pray for you, bro, because
But especially when you was playing, bro. granted, I didn't really start running track until I was a little bit later behind
Okay.
Nick, Jaden, and all of
Yeah.
them. But bro,
Yeah.
you put you on a team with me, Nick Childs, Jaden Sutton. I don't think Chris Chaplin ever played with us until high school. But it's
No,
just
no,
like,
Chris, no.
bro, I
Yeah.
know it, bro. Cause it's just like, go catch them, bro. Like you, hey, we're not throwing the football.
No, we're not. They did, and they
We're not
proceeded
throwing.
to not throw the football. I had an active beef with Jordan as a quarterback. Um, really, the whole time he played quarterback because he was a great quarterback, a great quarterback. But this nigga was gonna tuck that
Everybody
ball
claim I
and
didn't throw the
run.
ball, bro.
He did not throw the football. He 1 second, I'm out, bro. When, bro, we still trying to get the
That's
play out.
crazy. 1 second is crazy. 1 second is ridiculous. 1 second is ridiculous. Let's even go. All right, let's get into it. No, let's get into it. Let's get into it. First year at East Forsyth. Freshman year at East Forsyth, bro. Freshman year at East Forsyth, bro. I was a starting quarterback on JV. I was a
Yeah.
JV quarterback. Me and Brandon, like we was talking about, me and Brandon competed for that spot day in and day out.
Yeah.
It was them winter workouts like January, February that I got transferred. I mean, transitioned to receiver going into sophomore year. Okay, but freshman year, bro, go back and watch the film, bro. I was running for my
Nigga.
life. I was I know
Now
like
he
bro,
was.
them
We
don't get
did
me
have
wrong,
the
them
best
them
line.
niggas ended
We
up
did
getting
have the
nice
best
when
line.
when they went to varsity.
Yeah.
But we did not have the best we started the season. Bro, I will never forget, bro. We started that season 6-5-0, 6-0. Bro, and then we ended the season like 7-4 or something like that, bro, because we went into conference and started getting it handed to us. I'm talking about, bro, we didn't score any points against West Forsyth. We went to Page and Page dug in bro. That's when I threw that, bro, against Page. I threw that little bubble route, bro. The DN jumped up and picked it off, pick six. I said, nah, bro. I'm a freshman. Like, mind you, I'm a freshman. Like,
I don't know if I ever beat Page, bro. Yeah, shout out to them. Yeah,
we beat Page, bro.
I think you beat Page with 8 quarters. I don't. We might have. I don't know. See, that's the
Nah,
see.
bro. Nah, bro.
I'm
Nah, bro. Cause
telling you, I don't know
I
if I ever
know,
beat Page.
I know. Freshman year, they beat us like a drum. Sophomore year, when I was playing receiver, I remember that changing, bro. It was like third play of the game, bro. I ran a post route. The ball was literally like that far off my fingertip, bro. And I swear we did. I felt like that was a changing point in that game, and we never got in a position to. I think we ended up scoring because I threw a touchdown to Nick or something, but that was like fourth quarter. Like,
Yeah.
ended up losing. Junior year, junior year of the
Junior
year, Nick
year.
returned that kick or punt.
Junior year was no. I mean, Nick might have been 8 quarters, but he wasn't like varsity junior year.
Oh no, yeah, that was senior
That's
year. Yeah,
senior
that was
year.
our senior year. I forget Nick was a year behind us.
Yeah. Junior year, I remember I got some cool plays. That's probably one of the only games junior year that I got some decent play time.
But you gotta remember though, that's when they had Javon Lee.
Valid.
The running back, bro, went to Maryland, ended up going to the league. Like,
Valid, hey.
bro, they was nice. They had what's the name too that ended up going to Clemson, the receiver.
Yeah.
What's his name? I forget his name. They was nice. They was nice.
The
Page was in scrubs, bro.
Got talent. It got
That's why I started this podcast, bro. Well, this is why I'm doing this, bro. People don't know. People really sleep on Winston-Salem, Greensboro, bro. But we really got real athletes and like really, bro. Like you start going through it. You really start going through it, bro. And it's just like, bro, somebody got to get these. We gonna get these stories out there one way or another, bro. We gonna do this. But bro, being at East Forsyth, bro, go ahead and talk about it. Like, talk about what like being at East was for you. Like, you can start off at freshman year. Like, walk us through your 4 years at East, bro.
All right, freshman year, I came in like maybe like 5'8", 5'9", a good like 102 pounds, like
Soaking wet,
nigga, like
soaking
a
wet.
twig. Died in them workouts. Would do abs so much that everybody has like strawberries on their back from raw skin. and we still got to do these abs. Your hands better not be under you. Like, that's what I don't.
Everybody had abs though. We
Oh,
was ready. Though. We was.
Hey, I ain't have no other muscles, but I had some abs, man. You know, I can't really bench much of nothing. Oh yeah. Oh what? Oh,
No, we
what?
know
Let's
Jarel.
get into it. Yeah. Jordan and them, they came in ready. They sit here
No,
doing,
I remember we
even
was
if just
happy.
135.
It was like 135. Yeah, when I got up to
They
135, fresh like and coming in as freshman, yeah.
I'm sitting here at just 95 pounds, like, what is going on? But it was definitely such a crazy change from Pop Warner to East, because it's just a whole nother level, and like so much more is expected from you.
Instantly though.
It's
Instantly as a freshman, you come in as a freshman,
summer
it's either this or that.
workouts.
And if you don't, it's either this or that, or you can hit the door, my boy. Like it ain't.
But summer, from the start of summer workouts, oh, you finna die. Oh, you finna die. Like, and but to a certain extent, it was beautiful, because you know you got some people dying beside you. You know, you can call it trauma bonding or whatever, but you know we was all in it together.
We definitely. Oh, we did
a
that.
little bit, yeah.
We did it together though.
But we made it. Just like, you know, that's how people, when they make it through the Army boot camp, they're like, yeah, you know, we did that.
But that's what you need with teams though. That's what build that camaraderie. That's what really make you, because it's like, who else going through this with you, bro? Like,
Yeah.
nobody.
And that's the level of preparation that, like, come playoffs or like these real games, it's like, hey, I know you gonna do something when it get hard, because we had no choice.
You know the nigga beside you gonna step up and gonna play.
I know he gonna step up, and if not, I know we got enough dogs out here that they gonna put that person in that place that's gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna say it, but if you a dog, you're a dog, and they might not like you, but they if you undeniable, they gonna put you on the field because they want to win. And I got a record. I still got a record. So hey,
you had the longest touchdown,
longest reception touchdown, and then the most receiving yards of a game. You can say what you want. I still got those records.
Most receiving yards in the game.
Most receiving yards in the game. Shout out Tabor. Not Tabor. No, I'm sorry. Shout out Carver.
That was Carver.
It was Carver. Yeah.
It was Carver.
Shout out Carver.
Oh, you got both of them records in that Carver game.
Yeah, both of them records in that same game.
Boy, Aaron Worthy was gonna set a damn record for the most tackles and bro. Bro, that game got ugly, but that ain't even make sense, bro. You remember that was the game we ended up having to come back on a Saturday because a bird flew into the
generator, and it flew up the whole thing, and they had to so we played Saturday on this. But yeah, I was playing good Friday, Saturday. Oh, I said, we on it. Oh, all right, bet. You gonna
bro took a slant to the house. I said, whoa, where this Jarel? I ain't never seen Jarel catch a slant and do that. Like
what? Because I mean, now granted, we was playing Carver, but it's like, okay, you gonna put Phil. Shout out, rest in peace, Phil.
R.I.P. my boy Phil.
Long live my guy Phil. You know, we're gonna make this space for you. But it's like, you gonna put Phil on AJ. Who you think go guard me? Like, who you think go? You ain't got no.
But
no
bro, let's really talk about it. Let's really talk about it. If ifs were fifths, we would all be drunk, right?
Yeah.
Y'all boys around there was saved by the fact. Granted, we still ran through the city. West Forsyth was the only team that gave us problems senior year. Y'all boys were saved when the doctor came and told me, you ain't playing again this year, my boy. I just think about the team that we could have had, bro. Because I think you look at what we were doing sophomore year, the team that we were building, bro, and like the transition that we could have made. I'm not saying we would have won a state championship, but I think we could have gotten damn close. And I say we could have gotten damn close because we got damn close.
We got close. Yeah. We was one game away. Hey,
we just ran up on a nigga named Quavarius Crouch.
That boy Quavarius
at Harding
Crouch.
University.
He's supposed to be in the league right now. Like, you were supposed to be the
I don't know
guy.
what happened to Buddy, bro.
He played linebacker at Tennessee.
I
Why is
forgot
you,
they
bro?
did. They did move him to linebacker when he went to college, bro.
I ain't never
That man,
seen no
y'all can. I'm sure
man
y'all
like
can go
this.
find this somewhere on YouTube, bro. I know the highlights is up there somewhere. I know for a fact it's up there. Bro, rushed for like 3. It was like 325 on us and had like 4 tuds.
I
And
have
I'm talking about, bro.
never.
We have Aaron Worthy. He led the state in tackles. We had Khalid Martin, bro. He went to NC State and played, bro. Like we have Khalil Baker, bro. We have, bro. Like you can go down Alec Nugent, bro. You go down the list. We have good football players. It's not like we scrubs. This is East Forsyth, bro.
I have never in my life
Year in and year out
lost to
Go
one
ahead.
guy. I did not know it was possible to lose in football from one person.
Year in
Like,
and year out, bro. We were a
one
top
dude.
5 team in the state, bro. But it's like, yeah, but bro, they quarterback went to play at West Point. They had a 5-star offensive lineman.
Valid. But
Like,
fair.
Hey, 5-star offensive lineman?
We did not see the level of skill that team had because that man Quavarius Crouch
But he did it to us. But he did it to us when we played them sophomore year. Sophomore year, he was. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Okay,
I'm about
that's
to.
yeah.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk.
Yeah.
Okay. This was playoffs though. This was playoffs. This was when I got moved up. Well, no, yeah, I was playing.
We didn't play
I was playing
hard in.
JV and varsity. Sophomore, we did.
Oh, okay. Was it away?
We in the playoffs. No, we played right, bro.
Sophomore
We played
year?
hard in. When we lost to Mallet Creek, yes.
Yeah, let's get into it, bro.
No, that's hold on. We gonna
creek, bro. It's still
but Quavarius Crouch, bro, he gave us like $150, but like
That's
nobody really paid attention to it though.
Yeah.
Because we still beat them pretty good.
What offense is crazy? Our team was insane. Like,
Oh yeah, bro, you had like BG, that was BG, Nike, Christian,
BG
Zach.
graduated freshman year.
Okay, well, okay,
But you still
Zach.
Nike, Zach, said, Krishan,
who was on that offense?
the offense? Carson wasn't still there. Who was the quarterback? Was Carson still
Noah.
there?
No, Noah was the quarterback.
Noah held it down. Noah, shout out Noah.
Yeah, bro didn't have that. That's where like in our offense, that's like he was a perfect example of what that East Forsyth offense was, bro. Like you didn't have a nice quarterback, but he was still gonna go for 35, 36, 3,700 yards, and he gonna have 20, 25 touchdowns and like, bro. But it's also because you got players who are like, bro, just give them the ball, bro. Just get the ball into their hand.
Like, hey, I don't need you
Bro,
to
Nike
do much.
Martin, bro. Hey, look,
Nike and Christian?
Nike Martin is going to be on this. Nike, when you see this, we've been talking, but we gonna get something scheduled, bro. Nike Martin, you find me another receiver that's come out of Winston-Salem, Greensboro, maybe the state of North Carolina.
Bro, Nike in his prime.
Bro, but
the kickoff return, you got Nike and Christian. Don't even kick it. Don't even kick. Don't.
How many kick returns did they have, bro? I remember. How many kick returns did they have?
It was insane to watch.
It was
like insane. Then they both so shifty. Christian. Oh my goodness.
But talking about it, bro, that's where like we talking to Brandon, bro. That's when I first realized, bro, practice ain't enough. Like, bro, you're good. Like you're good, bro. You're good, bro. But you gotta be nice. Like you gotta be that. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, bro. Like if you not, because at this point it's not even like these boys are more talented than you. Like these boys are just straight up
are blessed by God.
Talented,
like
more talented than you are.
And you know, we ain't spoke on it, but shout out Said. Like Said, even to a certain extent, like granted, two different kinds of receivers, but like I definitely looked up to Said to a certain extent because I'm a freshman, he a sophomore, he the star receiver at JV, and at least the rest of the time he at East, he was the star receiver after Nike and them left.
Nike left. He was the number one receiver.
He was the number one option, and you know, I learned a lot like shadowing set and just really
I mean, unless
get.
you put Christian out there in the slot. Hold on, I just
I
need to
mean,
make
yeah.
that
If
clear. But go ahead. But go
valid,
ahead.
but that was Christian. But that was Christian Bill.
That's Christian
Like
Bill.
that was
Yeah.
Christian Bill. It sounds like it's a lot of uh. It sounds like we just I can't think of the term. It sounds like we. I'm trying not to say dick sucking, but I'm just gonna say it because I couldn't find the proper.
But it's like, bro, but
it's
hold
like
on, hold
you
on,
did
hold on.
not see them play. You
But
did
it's like,
not
bruh,
see them play.
like I was nice. Like before, I was nice. What? I was nice. We can run the film back. I was nice. Like
Yeah.
I got plenty of stuff where I'm making it look stupid, but it's just when you see some stuff that like
these it's like, I didn't even know you could do that. Like
it's like I'm nice, but like, bro, like because it's but it's also like, bro, we made a space like we can talk about it. We can talk about it. Like we can really get into like because we talk about us being rivals and stuff, bro. But like whether it was because I made the transition from quarterback or not, like the space was made. Like I feel like I made a space for myself, and I feel like you did too.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we were on this great team, but we were also great in ourselves.
Yeah. Like we definitely had rivalry and beef at times, but like no, you was qualified. You were good enough to. But I as the competitor in me, it's like that ain't better than me though. Like I don't care what you. But
that's what made us. That's what really turned. That's what I think. Like I think we talk about like how good these people are because it really like this is where the competitive nature from the competitive like nah bro like he nice like
he
he nice
that.
yeah but like bro you're not going to be like bro no like just no like just flat out no bro like I don't care what I gotta do but I'm going to be like I'm going to make my touches bro I'm going to get the ball because some way anyway we had a very fast-paced offense. We was gonna get them play like we weren't like Reagan, but we was gonna get them play. We was running
on it.
We was running.
Yeah.
But Christian is going to get at least 25 touches, whether that's running or passing. He's going to touch the ball. So how do you get let's just say we're running 75 plays in a game? That's 25 to him. Okay, we got 50 to go around to dogs. 3-4 other players.
To other dogs. Yes. Like, and it's like.
And so it's like but then that's where you get into like somebody like Nike. We talk about having to like it went from, I would say like for especially as receivers, we had to develop parts of our game because it went from first it started off with the release, then it went to route running, and then it was after the catch.
Speed.
This offense, you have to have after the catch ability because if you don't, you will end the game with 4 catches for 25, 30 yards, bro. You will end the you will run because you're gonna run your slants, your digs, your comebacks, your curls, and you're gonna get if you cannot make somebody miss it. But Naki Martin showed us that's what you had to do to get your stats because he was gonna have 3 or 4 catches, but he was going for a buck 25, and he was gonna put up them numbers. And he was going to go for 2 or 3 tuds in a game because it's crazy. Like, bro, you have to make your touches count around here. This ain't you ain't just getting the ball just to be getting the ball, bro. And it's when we called them topper, them plays specifically, bro. It's you better score on that. If you don't score, you might not get it back, bro. Because we talk about even the running backs, bro. The running backs, if you got the ball inside the 5-yard line and you didn't score, you're coming out the game. They're giving it to somebody else because they said you didn't want it bad enough.
You did not. But I think
bro.
that's the things that make like East offense so deadly that don't really get talked about. Like, we just run this fast-paced, crazy offense, and we train for this. But also, it's like your spot is not guaranteed.
No, don't mess up.
As the number, or we'll say maybe if you the number one option. You probably got wiggle room. You 3rd, 4th receiver.
I say second. I say even second. But I feel like if you number 1 though, it's because you have solidified. You have solidified through like yes. Like you've been here for 2-3 years, and you solidified, like, yeah.
Like,
And that's where you had Nike Martin. But it's
yeah,
like, bro, you start going down the list, bro, of like said Zach. Like Zach was a nice tight end.
Zach was a great tight end.
Zach was gonna have his spot at tight end. He was
Yeah.
going. That's where he started developing, and he started getting out there in the slot. But you start going down the list of receivers from Day. Hey, shout out that boy Day.
Shout out.
But Day, like, I'm trying to think.
Who was Byron? Day. Keenan was still there.
Yeah, Byron, Keenan, like, bro, it was just a long list of like, bro, like I look back at even sophomore year, bro. The only reason why I was playing 8 quarters was because varsity was too stacked. Like,
yeah,
there was no, like, what do you do with this? Like, not to like brag on myself, but like, bro, once again, like, I was good, and so it was like, do you just let him sit on varsity, or do you give him the opportunity to play JV and do both? Like,
yeah, and I yeah, like people like you, Jalen, Mod,
Jalen
Maxey. Yes.
Jalen Maxey was one of them boys.
Jalen Maxey don't get his shine either.
Jalen Maxey was one of them boys when we was, bro.
It's so much more of a better running back than most understand. Like, bro, Jalen Maxey was that one for our class.
Any player that came in our class that I would say was better than me, it was Jalen Maxey, bro.
Fair.
And that's
Jalen Maxey. I feel like after time, like, it's been kind of easy to forget a certain extent, but no. Jalen Maxey was forget.
But like, okay, people gonna think I'm dragging when I say this. People gonna think I'm dragging it when I say this, and you can tell me if I'm tripping. Like, I'm not gonna say we would have been that nice, but me and Jalen Maxey should have been should have been what Nike and Christian were to that offense.
I get what you're saying. I get, like, in 4 years of development, I get 1,000,000% what you're saying. Because even senior year, a lot of our
offense was Jalen Maxey.
Yeah, a lot of our offense ran through Jalen Maxey. Would I just let you take the number 1 receiver spot? No. You was gonna have to fight me every day.
But bro,
I get what you said.
But bro, it was like we knew AJ was gonna be split. You and AJ were split. Y'all was outside.
Yeah.
But
there was space for everybody. Yeah. Bro,
was it?
No. It was not. It was not.
Because then you started looking at me, Nick Childs, and Mazel.
Yeah.
Where the touch is going? Where are the touch? Like, is that? But that's where we just go back to, like, like, but we also we can talk about it, bro. Like, God, where it's like, bro, God made a way for you, for real too, though. Because
let's state that,
bro, I tore my ACL junior year, tore it again senior year, but like, after I got hurt, especially senior year, like, bro, that put you in, like, it was next man up.
Yeah, and let's, I you know, at East, like I said, a lot of my early football experience, I didn't have like OD experience, and I didn't have OD confidence either. And it was just like, but I was working, you know, especially at East. Like, I'm still working, I'm still grinding, but I'm not really seeing the playtime I want. Where, like, a lot of my peers was like them guys in JV. I'm still like, put me in. Like, what is y'all doing? Is y'all blind? And looking back, I can definitely say, you know, I definitely had holes in my game, and it was definitely. Though I feel like I could have got more opportunities, like, when it was just like I wouldn't have got my shot if you didn't get hurt, and, you know, that's just being real. But it was just like, but I've been training for this. Like, junior year, I was practice player of the year. Like, maybe not the biggest thing, but
nah, but it's like, we don't people look at it though when, like, they be like, all right, like, blah blah blah, whatever. But bruh, we ran 2s versus 1, so that means you was out there doing it against Madison Cone, against Khalid, like, Martin,
these guys, like,
bro, like real, like niggas that really went to play D1 football, like, went ACC, went Big Ten, like, and so, yeah, bro, like,
you know, since we doing this for the kids and stuff, like, hey, your time might not be now, but if you keep putting in the work, you might get a chance It's
Yeah,
just
you don't know
what you
when
gonna
that
do when you
opportunity
gonna
gonna
get that
come.
chance, and you might feel like it never come. Because like I said, I was crying. I started crying again because I didn't get that chance, and the frustrations that came with me not getting that chance. But when it came, like I just kept grinding and kept going to the point where it's like, okay, you don't got a choice. Like, like I can, and that's why you say, we kind of made space in that team, because it's like each one of them places where it's like, if you throw it up in the air, the coach is gonna play it however they feel like playing it. You gotta take it. Like
Yeah.
you gotta take it. And if you take it, they're gonna let you, cause it's yours. And
Oh, we
that's what it
can
was.
just to speak on what you're saying. Like, I genuinely feel like, and this is where I think me and Brandon should have had this conversation of like, bro, that freshman year, like, like you said, I don't think I don't know how or what transpired in the offices in the rooms of me going from quarterback to receiver,
Yeah.
but I know that there was never any security for me at that number one quarterback position,
Yeah.
regardless of how you look at it. When yes, it was JV, like I understand that, but for you to be the starting quarterback on a team, and then you go into not even a month or two into the offseason, you're
Whole another
switching,
position. Yeah.
and you didn't have a say so though. Like I'm
Yeah.
talking about, like no conversation was had. No, nah. We think you fit better at receiver, so we're gonna move you to receiver.
You know,
I ain't ran a route.
for sure.
I ain't called a ball.
For sure.
Oh, I'm just faster and more athletic. So, but go ahead.
Those are the kind of situations that like end people careers though, and they just normal. And like now we can talk Jamad, our boy. Like Jamad came to East trying to be a running back, and it was like, oh nah, you playing linebacker. Now I get, I get, some of these conversations, are they valid? Yes or no? But one, I feel like you should have a right to like choose what you want, even if you choose to ride the bench because that's what you want. You
But I
should
feel like
have
they
that
did
right.
that. I feel like it was to a certain extent though, because you gotta. What I think though was because I think you said it to him too though. Like I think there was a team need and like necessity. Like I feel like there was because bro, he got on the field freshman year playing linebacker. He got
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
he
Oh, he
was
was starting, or at least he was
bro
all
with
he was JV
between
all
Chandler
conference.
Brinson, Chandler
Devin,
Brinson,
Devin,
Devin,
yeah,
Devin Higgins.
yeah,
Like
and Mod. He was like I said, he was all conference.
sophomore
JV,
year,
yeah. Where
bro. But that's just like and so I think that was more of a team need and a bro, we see you playing. Now, we've also talked about it, what transpired with him when he got some of the off the field stuff, bro. Like as far
yeah,
that was something that was on him. But we talked about that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I also think like you were saying though, bro, you have to make us East Forsyth taught us like you have to make a lane for yourself.
You
And
have to.
you got to.
You have, and if not, when you really with this top talent, like you just always gonna be in the shadow. Like it's not,
Always.
and it's easy. I feel like it's so easy to be insecure when you got these dogs in front of you, and you just like, you know, especially if you don't have that level of confidence coming in, but like work on your strengths, work on your weaknesses, work, and and don't let today stop tomorrow, because
Mm, mm.
nah, it ain't guaranteed, but you can make your lane and make and figure out what you really good at, and you could do that better than most people. Like me and you, I feel like we both run great routes. Like that was one of our strengths. Of course you were much faster than me and quicker, but I got height, I have speed, and I also, like I said, I run good routes, and I get my yards after catch. Like I know these the things that I can kind of rely on. So But it's just, if you don't, the only way to know what you're good at is to put in the work. Even if you don't get that opportunity, like there are opportunities you can take. And that's where I would love to bring up 7-on-7. Like, I would love, or even
We can get
just,
into it. We can
yeah.
talk about it.
But there are ways outside of your normal structure and your normal team that you can develop. Or even if it's just you really putting in the time and running them drills by yourself. That
I think
makes
Danny
a
O'Brien
difference.
was big for the development of athletes at East Forsyth.
Shout out Danny and
Danny O'Brien was huge, and Will
Bradley and Danny O'Brien.
But we wouldn't have had Will without Danny, bro. We wouldn't have had Will without Danny, bro.
100%. Shout out to both of them. What they did to my game, and like that is the things that helped me get to that next level. And they really understood my situation and was willing to work with me, and I'm so grateful for them. And you know, of course, Danny was an East alum. If you don't, hey, if you in the city, if you in the 336, yeah, you might know. But I'm just saying, if you're in the 336 and you trying to get work, if it's quarterback work, go to Danny and Brandon.
Well, you got to tap in with Brandon now. You got to tap in with my boy Brandon now.
Go to Danny or Brandon.
My boy Danny done upgraded on us. He at Penn State now. He the quarterback coach out there at Penn State.
Go to Brandon. Brandon
coaching quarterbacks. I don't know if he's the quarterback.
And Brandon got that IQ. Brandon will get you right. And if you a skills position or even any other position of the quarterback, go to Will Bradley. Like, that's a genuine dude who really gonna teach you what you need to know. He trained people for the combine. Like,
oh, Will?
Yeah, like
Will, bro. I'm talking about, like, bro, whenever I was trying to get back into football or whatever, bro, I spent what's the name? Like a little winter. It was a winter break with Will. Bro, I'm talking about, boy, first day out there, I was embarrassed with my 40 time. I ain't even gonna tell you. I can't even tell you what it, like, sad. It was sad. But then I'm talking about in less than 2 months, bro, we done took off like 2/200ths of a second or 2/10ths of a second. Like, bro, I'm talking about, like, bro, it was just like, bro, he clearly knows what he's talking about, for one. But then it's like, bro, the proof is in the pudding, bro. You start looking at the athletes that this man is turning out and that he's worked with, bro. And especially with their 7-on-7 team now.
Yeah, they do got that 7-on-7 team, yeah.
But I feel like their 7-on-7 team now is what Piedmont Select was for us.
Yeah.
Because Danny didn't necessarily have the 7-on-7 team when we were coming through high school.
But who was that quarterback? That quarterback, he played, I want to say he played for like Southeast or something. Like, I can't think of exactly who it was. But I watched a quarterback, him work with Danny and Will, and him being the youngest dude
Alonzo
out there.
Barnett, bro. Alonzo Barnett from Grimsley. Alonzo Barnett, bro, from Grimsley, bro. I remember my freshman year in 2013, Alonzo and his pops was out there working. Like, Alonzo's throwing us the ball, working with Brandon and Danny,
working.
Bro.
Even back
then. And now you see Alonzo at JMU cooking.
D1 talent.
Cooking.
But he
I'm talking about coming in as freshmen, like cooking.
He really put in that, and it's like I saw him. So it's like, no, I ain't see him a lot in high school or whatever. But I knew, bro. He was there.
Didn't they win a state championship at Grimsley?
Yeah, I think so. Like, but he was there. He was grinding. Like, shit. I swallowed my cough drop. But I feel like, so this is for sports, but really for anything. Like, bro, it's so many ways to improve what you're doing. Like, at this life shit, at any passion you have, whether that's in sports or out, like, yeah, you can get a trainer. If you can't afford a trainer, you can do cone drills. Like, you can afford cones. YouTube is free. Information is free. We live in 2025. I can talk to ChatGPT and get a whole schedule of what I should do, how I should eat, how I should live to improve, even with my limited capacities. You're not the first nigga to be in your situation, and some of them niggas made it. Like,
yeah.
but I feel like where part of my game is that I love football, but I ain't really put in like I did the work that was necessary instead of going above and beyond, and that's what got me injured. And we can get into
It
that.
was a complete opposite for me.
Okay.
I got hurt because I didn't sit my ass down.
And
That's something
and
else
that'll
too,
do
bro.
it too. And
Rest,
that'll do it
bro.
too.
Rest your body. You have to have
Yes.
the proper rest, bro. I was playing I played football, basketball, and ran track. And played 7-on-7. Like I'm
Yeah.
talking about, whenever we would lose in December, whatever, bro. I'm right back into
Active.
football.
Yeah.
Then I'm right back into
Track.
track.
Yeah.
And then during track season though,
Mm.
I'm running track and I'm playing 7-on-7.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. Like while I was getting the results, I was getting the results. I just my body sat me down. My body sat me down.
And then to do it. And both situations I feel like I said, two opposite ends of the spectrum, but
That's what we've been our whole lives, though. To each other, we've been two opposite ends of the spectrum to each other. Like it's something that we kind of realize now, but you know.
But both can really mess you up. And like I said, I'll go into my situation. Like I lifted, I did my workouts that the team require, and I got injured at Clark. So, my dream is to play college football. I didn't know that at the time, but that was all my dream was. Going to these weight games and stuff growing up. That was what did it. And so of course I'm doing my lifts, I'm doing my shit, but I'm not really I'm not gonna say I wasn't doing more than what was necessary. I might have did a little more than necessary, but there was more I could have been doing to really, really prepare me. And I ended up tearing my MCL and meniscus. And what happened was I got hit in my thigh.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Let's so what you're talking about is when after playing at East, you got a
Yes.
scholarship to go to Clark
Yes.
Atlanta.
Yes.
To go Clark Atlanta University down in Atlanta, HBCU, So
I think
Continue.
I get to after having, even though I didn't get my chance early high school, I had an amazing senior year, and that was enough to get me to college. And it
at
was a
my
blessing.
expense, and once again, y'all see why we have we have the relationship while we do that we do.
You got to take the blessings that come to you. I never
Oh, no,
prayed on his injury.
We talk about it though. Like that's what I'm joking when I say that, because we have gotten to a place to where like we can now. 5, 6, 7 years ago, we could not have had
no. We wasn't mature enough to. But
we've talked about this now. We have.
Yeah, like it's never like I was praying on his downfall. Like I wanted him to win, but it frustrated me at times because he was winning and I couldn't. And I'm human. Like I'm not trying to, but I never wanted him to end his career like that. But my opportunity came, and I said, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, but it's just like, bro, they was even like, but you talk about making space for yourself, bro. I was 5'8", and they was trying to put me outside, so they could put Nick and Mizell in the slot.
Yeah,
it was putting me outside at 5'8".
Yeah,
at least AJ 6'1", 6'2", like. I'm 5'8" out here, like. But go ahead, continue.
But you had that level of talent. And but yeah, I just made them. Go ahead.
My bad. I don't mean to cut you off. We're gonna get into it though, but it's just like, bro, fucking hot. Like we're doing this podcast now, bro, because not only do I want to bring a platform to like what we're doing in Winston-Salem, like North Carolina athletes, bro, but also like, bro, I have some knowledge of the game, bro. Like I was pretty good at my time in playing, and I feel like, now, bro, go ahead, do what you're doing.
Statement.
Bro.
Hey,
but it's just like now, I'm like I don't know. This is my way of staying close to the game and staying like having that relationship with some of the people too, though, of like that we played with because I don't know. It was just tough for me because football for me came to an abrupt ending. Like
Yeah.
ACL gone, gone, gone. All right, bro, you ain't playing no more. Like, but it wasn't no like. I guess for both of us though, it
For
came
both
to
of
like
us,
a
yeah.
abrupt, like an abrupt ending. Like,
And it wasn't planned. It wasn't like that's how we wanted to walk away from the game. But eventually we just came to accept like nigga, it's over. Like and hey, it be like that, you know. Our
and it's
dreams
really
our dreams don't live all make it forever. But it's still experience and shit you can keep from it. But like I said, my dream was to play college football. I didn't know I was only playing 2 games. Like
mm,
I didn't know. And going back to the conversation from earlier, like I didn't know had I really been in the gym more, my legs could have handled that impact better. Now, of course, that's to a certain extent that's playing, you know, ifs and ands, but it's a possibility. Like had my body been more solid, I might have been able to take that hit better, and I could have just kept it cruising. Um, but you know, I love how you sharing your love and passion for sports and football, because I found my passion in music, and that's a place I actually fit much better than football. But I still love football, and I still have a lot of game. And even if we did something like did a video on releases or something, that could be hard. Like I just got that idea. But you know, I love football. I love the sport, and I love what I got from this sport. I'm not doing football no more. I have zero intentions on going back. Absolutely zero.
this nigga don't even watch football. He
Don't
don't even
watch
watch
sports at
sports.
all. Like I told him, you gonna have me on the episode. Like, hey, you at least gotta give me time to prepare. Like, this interview shit is cool, but I'm not in the sports world at all, and that's fine. I found another lane that I created for myself, but I learned how to create a lane for myself through football. I learned how to keep going through hard times. I learned how to really put in that work. I learned how to
You learn what hard work really is and what it
what,
really looks like.
what it
Like you
really
showing up for
feel like,
yourself every day. Yeah.
and 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 not quitting on yourself. And I learned character from football, from statements old coaches say, but it's like character, who you is when you not being seen. But I learned how to have character and move with character. How to keep fighting even when you in a losing fight. That we can go to senior year, that West Met game, which
Oh
is
yeah.
playoffs. Like our team, we was down, and it
West
wasn't
Mac
looking
that
good
had
for us.
De'Ami Brown on it that is now in the
Yeah,
league, bro. But go ahead.
yeah. Okay. Who was that? He was a DB.
No, he played receiver. Him
Okay,
and his
yeah,
brother, bro. I remember them from track,
yeah. Okay.
but I remember but Chris Chaplin was telling me that they played on the team, and yeah, because he tore his ACL that year, but he
It
wasn't
was
slow.
no, but
What?
I remember
Still gave us problems.
West Met. We was having problems that game, and
Let's
I
talk
was
about West Mac though.
yeah,
West Mac is go ahead, finish
I
what you
was
were saying.
really getting shut down a decent bit of that game, and I was very frustrated. Um, I think I might have ended West Met with like one catch, but it was fourth quarter. We trying to get this spark reignited, and we just need a few plays. Like just make a
And
few
that's why,
plays. The team and that was I just so happy, and that was I made a play. My teammates made another play, and we won that game. And
bro, we were down.
we was down like 2-3
We were the
touchdowns.
first team to ever go to Charlotte and win a game. No, we just gonna put that up.
Yeah,
That season had a
and
lot of ups and downs. No, we're not gonna add
yeah,
the and. We're not gonna add the and. I don't know what and you about
I
to
was just
add.
saying, if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't have got that next ring.
Oh, I stand on that. I
Yeah,
would agree with
yeah.
that, but that's
You know, did they
but we
have the
talk about
talent?
West.
Yeah.
But yes,
West
no,
Met.
no, no. You talk no. That's real though. You talk about them being able to win a ring. a name that I will bring up for everybody, Amani Marshall. Our senior year against against West Meck was when I saw I feel like Amani Marshall grew up and he turned into the football player that we all knew, wanted, and expected him to be.
Yeah.
From the day that he stepped foot on the campus of East Forsyth. When you talk about people making plays, Jalen Maxey did what he was supposed to do in that game.
Really, I'll say the whole, because AJ stepped in and they did a great job at quarterback, and that offense opened up to a crazy level. But yeah, Amani had a game that day.
Amani Marshall you started to see him finish runs. He was putting his head down and finishing the run. Amani Marshall, from the time that he came into high school, you looked at him and see that he's a physical freak of nature.
This nigga like kid, 14, like 6'1",
6'2", 14 years old, bro.
150, 60. Like, bro, what is going on here? Like,
and it's just like Amani, like Amani, bro. We used to get so frustrated freshman and sophomore year. It's like, Amani, bro, where's that dog in you? Like, Amani, like, go get that shit, bro. Like we see the potential. Like, bro would have big plays, but it's just like, Amani used to have a big play and somebody coming, he gonna step out of bounds.
Yeah,
Amani run through that. Like, but it's also, bro, at the school that we were at, you playing behind Christian Bill, Antoine Porter, Antoine Ryan, like, Jalen Maxey, Jaylon, like, bro, that dog was developed in him, and you really see, like, you just talk about them going to win a state championship, bro. Like,
next 2 years,
Nick, they went back to back, but it's just like, you got that. Like, Robin too.
Robin might be just as shifty as his brother. That's a take.
He might not be as fast, but shifty.
But shifty, Robin might be he might be a better, like, run through you than Christian. Now.
Yeah.
You know, two very different people. But
as far as shiftiness though,
yeah.
But Amani, that was the game when Amani, I feel like, really came into himself and his own. Like, and I think that will be the game that, because like Amani now, bro, good luck to him. He out there with the Browns at many. Yeah, you didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I knew, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, he with the Browns. Jaden Sutton, he with Washington.
That's hard.
That's what I'm saying. Do you remember Javari? I don't know if you knew Javari Ritzy.
I know the name.
He ran track.
I know the name.
Yeah, he's at the Patriots.
I know what's the name at the Broncos? The dude who played for West. He played for West.
Yeah, Jaquan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he was on that team with KJ.
Yeah.
KJ Henry.
Yeah.
Played for Washington, but
KJ. I didn't know. Well, yeah, I didn't know.
He played for Washington.
Okay. That's tough.
But yeah,
that's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the play that really got or the game that really turned him into who he ended up being. Man.
Yeah. You know, I think probably the best part of, like, being at East was we was just around people who was going and getting it. Like, not the whole team, but because this is one of the top schools in the city for football, in the state for football, you know.
We're the only team we're really the only school in the area that's going to Charlotte and having to, like, I'll never forget a coach said, like, when they come to recruit, they go on to Charlotte, Raleigh, and they come to East Forsyth. Granted, that's spread to West.
Yeah.
That's spread to West.
That's spread to West. They deserve their respect too.
And then they started going in now it's like more in Greensboro. Now you started seeing more players in Greensboro. But like, bro. Yes, like you said, but like me and Brandon was talking about, bro, winning is a habit. Winning is something that you learn. You have to learn how to win. You have to learn how to be that. And if you're not taught,
and the difference between a winning school and a losing school is the culture. And that was probably the biggest shock of going to Clark Atlanta. Like, after being at East, where we're expected to play top tier in the state. Like,
bro, we don't have playoff aspirations. We have state championship or bust. If
every
you don't
year.
win a state championship, you failed. You failed the season.
Fuck the year.
We don't care about 10, 11 undefeated. We don't care. We don't care about the 1 seed. We don't care about the 2 seed.
That's
State
normal.
championship.
That's normal.
That's expected.
We always
That's
make it to
expected.
second or third round. Like,
Well,
what's
I remember
special about your class?
Senior year, what senior year we went to what, third or fourth round?
Third round.
Third round.
I think it's only 4 rounds, I think. Or
nah, because I think they had one more game than the state championship.
Oh, no. It was
No, there was another game before then it was state championship.
maybe.
Like,
I don't remember. But
okay, we lost it was third round.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was third round.
But I'm just like, that's it. We had, how many games did we win that year?
Don't know. Like 8, 9?
8 or 9.
Yeah.
8 or 9. But bro, if you would have asked anybody walking around East Forsyth, boy, we were sorry as hell.
We was the weakest class.
We were the worst team to come through East Forsyth in 10 years.
Yeah, and we talking about the class that
went to
Charlotte and won, and that's what made us special. But like we
had our
the
ups
class
and
that
downs,
lost to Glenn. We gotta I was crashing out.
We
on
didn't
that
lose. I didn't play in that
of
game.
Of course, that nigga say that.
They lost to Glenn. They lost to Glenn. Boy. I did not. Any game that I played in against Glenn, I did not lose. Actually, the last game I played against Glenn, I went for 250 and 4 tugs. That's all. But continue.
All I really remember about that game is at the end of the game, before the game was officially over, it was still like a minute or 2 left. I was crashing out on that sideline. I was
over
pissed.
that trash can.
I know. I threw my helmet. Like that was not my highest moment. But boy, we lost to Glenn. Like that's something I kind of got to live with.
But guess what? They lost their first game in the playoffs, so it don't matter.
Right, they do matter. I get what you're saying.
I remember, boy, we was going at it that.
Boy,
and we was ignorant too when we went to West Neck and won.
What?
In that second round, and then we found out West and Glenn lost.
Yeah,
we was acting up. Was that the year Tabor won that state championship?
No, it was Tabor won a championship after East.
Okay.
So like after the 2 East wins, Tabor won. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But what we in here in the locker room, in the visitor locker room, niggas rapping, niggas screaming, chanting, dancing.
I'm gonna put a clip of it. I still got the video. I still got a clip. I'm sure I can find a video or something somewhere in like Snapchat or something. I'm gonna put a clip of it.
We was for sure being ignorant, but it was a good time. We deserved it. We deserved it. But nah,
pure ignorance, boy.
Hey, there.
I do got a question for you though. And whether it's at East or Clark, were there any moments like in the locker room, on the field that you want to share, that you are willing to share, that you would like to share? Because I think we had one hell of an interesting team, bro, especially off the field in high school. We used to get into some stuff, but we ain't gonna go too crazy.
That I couldn't share.
Yeah, nah, we not gonna. Nah, we ain't going too crazy. But like the thing that I loved about our high school, not like, bro, we went to a real football high school and we had experiences like Freshman Friday, bro. We had like your birthdays is over for you. Like
getting your ass beat. Like
we had real some stuff that you would like see in like some movies, like type traditional type things, bro. We was really on some of that, and it was cool.
We was wilding, bro.
It was wilding ain't even a word.
No, it's not. We would, but I think.
Hey, I'm gonna make a movie, bro. Y'all wait on it though. It's gonna come out. It's gonna. Hey, we cutting that.
Yeah, you can't cut it. It's all right.
It's not live.
Valid. But a memory in high school right now, all that's coming in my head. This don't got. It maybe got a little stuff to do with the football team, but I'm not at East no more. That's not my problem. But you walk out of class like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Go straight to that locker room. Be in there or go to the weightlifting room, or hey, be in there chilling, posting. Hey, don't you got somewhere you supposed to be? Yeah, but we ain't talking about all that right now. Nigga, hey,
But
don't get me in trouble.
that
Or
was the luxuries of going to a football high school. Like we really went to like, bro, football play. Like, bro, we definitely got away with
we did get away with some shit.
with more than we should have. But bro, we was bro at East Forsyth in high school. Like we in the playoffs, we having pep rallies. Like we really having. I'm talking about band coming through buildings. Like you remember that, bro? They was going through the buildings
the actual
playing like
hallways.
for the
Y'all
playoffs,
niggas
bro.
is wilding, and we for sure walked out of class.
We're
Like
going right with them. We're going with the band.
I'm gonna catch y'all.
Yeah, we're going right with them.
Damn. But I just a lot of the memories I have is not about football, but
I feel like more of the memories come from like I guess somewhere in the
it's
locker room, but it's just like the teammates, especially being that cookout and like what we bro.
What?
Cookout
Or yeah, people sneak off to get some food or something in the middle of the day, or we walk outside, you walk out your classroom and it's just niggas playing tongue for money, niggas gambling in the middle of campus, and
bro, we used to get in trouble, bro. Our whole football team used to get in so much trouble, bro. I don't know, bro, because Willard was not going for that, bro. But you got to remember though, East Forsyth, we was good at football, but boy, we East Side, North Side, South Side.
It's some niggas at East.
All of them. All of them.
It's not just football players. It's not. It's that. It's just we was there. We was there for sure, but it wasn't just. It was, if anything, a decent amount of the time it was started by the other people. But it's like, yeah, this the middle of the day. Everybody's supposed to be at class. We in a courtyard playing tunk for money, and hopefully we don't get caught. If we get caught, step off as quick as you can. But regardless, it's like, hey, bro, ain't y'all supposed to be in class? Hey, we had some cool principles for the most part.
Yeah. Well, freshman year we had Gainey.
Yeah.
Boy, that infamous picture of her carrying a wig. If I can find that, I'll drop that in there too. I'm gonna drop that in there too if I can find that.
See, that was on the news. Yeah, you can find that.
But I'm talking about, bro. The school went viral for that though. Like we blew up for that. That was.
But East was a wild school. East is a wild school. Don't let you think just because it's in Kernersville, it's not.
Oh yeah. Don't think that. As a matter of fact, because it's in Kernersville, you should think. It was the story, boy. We got some stories.
We got some stories. It was a movie for sure. But like I said, on the hindsight, like after post football career and stuff, it's like I gained what I gained from football. I wouldn't give it away from nothing. Yeah, I got hurt.
That's real.
And yeah,
I'll do it all over again.
I would do it all over again.
What I want to, like that, just like that. Yeah, maybe not. But
it was worth it.
If it's that or something else, I'm taking it.
Yeah, like I love football. Did football always love me? That's a conversation. But
it's real, man.
My hard work didn't desert me. Like
So before we start winding down, what's some advice you would start to give to some of these younger players, whether they're playing football, no matter the sport, just younger athletes out here, in high school or in college?
Just make the most of your resources. Whether your parents got money and you can get these trainers, or you got to build these communications. Like, you can do a lot more than you give yourself credit to, and think past like, you might feel like, oh, I want to be a great basketball player. I'm just gonna go to the park and shoot basketball and play some games. Now, will that improve you? Yes. But there's so many elements of the game. Like, are you doing your dribbling drills? Are you working on your layups? Are you working on your form? Are you like there's so many aspects that go to the game. But if you just get stuck on the first thing you think of, that's how people feel like they should have made it to the next level and didn't, because there are so many elements of this game and you just doing the most basic one. Like, and I really wish, and like I said, just put in the work. I wish I would have did more work. I wish I would have like take initiative. You can't get shit in life if you aren't doing it, making it happen. You don't. It might not always be a lot. I didn't seen on TikTok. It's some people shooting in milk cartons they cut out. What are you doing with the time you have? Are you scrolling on your phone and playing a game all day? Are you, and it's for young people, grown adults. What are you doing? If you really want this, like you say you want this, put in the work, put in the time, learn the game. Um there's plenty of information out here. If you do basketball or whatever, and LeBron James has a podcast where he talks about the inside outs of basketball. Like, how are you really trying? Are you say you trying, or are you working so hard you feel like you're not doing nothing? There's the people who don't work hard and feel like they did enough, and there's people who did so much and still don't think they did enough. A lot of times it's this side that win. So your hard work will not let you down. Rest, you know, there's more to life than just work, but and enjoy where you at, even if it's terrible, because time gonna pass and you gonna look back one day like, damn, that was beautiful, that was special. I kind of wish I could go back, but you can't go back. So enjoy now.
That's real. Oh, that's real. And I hope that don't go over people's head,
I
bro.
hope.
I hope they really, hey, look, all you can do is plant the seed and, hey.
Hey.
But man, hey, what's next for Jarel, man? Like, what's this transition like been after sports, man? What's next for
My
you?
headphone.
Any?
Wait a second. All right. What's next for Jarel? I got an album coming out. Um, Currently we're shooting for August 1st. I should have a single called what's it called? Tick. Dropping in 14 days. I don't know the exact date. Um, Jordan gonna put it on the screen. Definitely check that out. Follow my Instagram or all my social media at Jarel.Henry. And bro, I'm just gonna keep growing. I'm gonna keep growing. I'm gonna keep living. I'm gonna keep enjoying my life. If you like that, that's great. If you
They
don't,
can
keep
find you on like
keep
all your
scrolling.
music is Jarel Henry.
Jarel, all my music on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music is just Jarel Henry. That's JarelHenry. And I'm going up. I'm not gonna stop growing. So if you want to join the wave, that's fine. If not, you might get drowned eventually. But that's how it go.
Hey man, I appreciate you getting on here with us. I appreciate y'all tuning in with us for another episode. I hope y'all got plenty of value on that because we definitely dropped a few gems in that in that
Yeah.
episode, man. But hey, appreciate y'all tuning in. This was another episode of Beyond the Game.